Hello everyone, this is Winston. In this video, I want to talk to you through a hypothetical scenario. Let's assume the US is gonna invade Iran very soon. I'm not saying I know the date. I'm not saying I have insider information. I'm saying as a trader, we have to game out what this would mean for markets if it actually happened. I have some clue. I have some evidence that maybe it will happen soon, but I'm not have any information. Just to be clear. Alright, first, this would not be a very small type of event. A real invasion or a large-scale operation against Iran would immediately light up every risk-on access indicator on the board. So oil would be the first thing to react. You would see instant panic around supply, fears around the Strait of Hormuz, insurance costs exploding, or even uninsurable. In this kind of scenario, oil will move extremely volatile. It will gap, it will drip, it will melt up, overshoot, and it can stay elevated for a very long time. I would guess the first reaction is oil up to 150 or $200 per barrel immediately. Alright, I will show you why that I think market may be telling us something, and some people give us some hint that thing may get hit very soon. Alright, on the screen we have oil. I am very grateful that a lot of people decide to join the service. Thank you again. And by that, we have a lot of account side, so I decide to trade the micro contract, so a lot of people can participate instead of just a few select one. Stock very volatile right now. It's up and down with the side of the witch. It's very tall wick. This is already an indicator that we should be careful. And it means the market don't know what to do. They don't know if we go to war. They don't know if the war is over. It's a lot of swing, and right now it just swings by the news, not by any technical, not by economic data just yet. Because right now everything focus on the war. If the war is over, alright, rip up. If the war escalate and maybe we do ground invasion, that's bad. Cut. So one of the clue that I think they start to prepare for the invasion. Trump administration officials are examining what's a potential spike in oil price as high as $200 a barrel would mean for the economy. So why is that news important? Because they know they cannot suppress the crude oil forever. They know the war with Iran may last long enough for the oil shortage to disrupt the global economy. They know the oil shortage will show up very soon. Asia country like India Japan, Vietnam. I'm from Vietnam, so I know pretty well. We have a bit of shortage, not severe yet, but it may be severe if the oil shortage will continue. There's a distance between the financial market, like the oil future, with the reality, because they can short the market, they can short the financial market, but they don't have the physical products to back up. But because they have the money, so they can short, and the oil futures look like it's going down, but in reality, some country, some place doesn't have oil enough to for their citizens to use. You understand? And in the past 2 weeks, we hear a lot from Trump administration that said they want peace as much as possible, and they send a lot of proposal to Iran to accept the peace deal or ceasefire. What's that mean? That they want peace. The U.S. want peace, and but Iran is the bad guy. That's the negative. Iran is the bad guy that doesn't want peace, and we, the U.S., as a good guy, we have to solve this problem forever by using our supreme military capabilities. And right here we have this guy is a speaker of the Islamic Republic of Iran Parliament. Based on some intelligence report, Iran's enemies, which is maybe US, maybe Israel, are preparing to occupy one of the Iranian islands with support from one of the regional countries, one of the Gulf country. Also monitor on enemies' movements, and if they take any step on the vital infrastructure of that regional country, will be targeted with relentless, unceasing attacks. Iran also want to heads up with the whole world that they about to be attacked, so they are the victim. Right? I to try to explain to you why they doing this. So the White House sent Iran the 15 proposal plan to ceasefire or to peace deal, and Iran rejected. So the response from White House is, if Iran fails to accept reality that they have been defeated, Trump will hit harder. So now if Trump hit Iran harder, or Trump escalate Iran, it's because they doesn't want peace. They are the bad guys. They don't want peace. And I am the US, the superpower. We need to teach Iran a lesson. The most convincing evidence that I have that US gonna invade Iran soon. She said she just walked out from a House Armed Services briefing on Iran. Let me repeat, I will not support troops on the ground in Iran, even more so after this briefing. What does it mean? She tried to distance herself from the operation troop on the ground. I think soon they will announce that this so-called troop on the ground operation will last only days, or just like 1 or 2 weeks, and then it's gone. It's not a long last prolonged war. She, as a politician, she has to distance herself for her future career. So what's the consensus right now? based on the recently Venezuela and Maduro success, and as people think this is just the operation for like weeks. You remember the first day the war happened, people said it just lasted a day. After they killed the supreme leader, Trump declared victory and stock actually swing higher, very high, at the first day open. Now it doesn't last just a day like we knew. It lasts till this day, and nobody know what the future holds. The consensus is a war. It's very serious, but it doesn't last long. The markets doesn't calculate if the war lasts long. They calculate, they pricing the risk for just 1 month or 2 months at best. They haven't pricing a years long. That's what I meant. 3 days ago, Trump said the war most than likely is over, and oil immediately dropped to 84. Yesterday, Trump re-announced, and they have been talking very productive, and soon the war can be over. Oil dropped again to 86. You know where I'm going? So first it's 84. First is 84. Yeah. And now it's happened again at 86. And why drip up? Why? It started to drip up, and then he announced, so it's go down, but then it's kind of went back up. Why is that? It's maybe because the market knows what to do. Trump can try to manipulate the market by speeches and tweets, but the market eventually is bigger than Trump. They start smelling something, and stock, although it's very strong lately, if you remember the first time, alright, you remember the first announced that war would be over soon. It's at 25.75, and again last night it is what lower than this, from this to this, and although it's consolidate, it doesn't move higher. Why is that? If war can be over soon, people don't have any more reason to not buy stock. Why it's not ripped to all-time high today? Why is that? Trump can try to manipulate the market. He can try to manipulate the market, but soon market will start to smell something fishy. Alright, with silver we have yesterday. Silver is very strong. That's why I bought it at the close, and luckily, totally lucky, we have a ton of profit, so I decided to stop it. And I wait for the bad news to come out, which you know good news, bad news will happen frequently. This time of situation, the positioning is very favorable of getting long. Right now I'm just wait for the bad news to come out. I don't know which type of news will it be, but some type of news that make the silver go down a lot and then go up. That's when I think that's the official date that I will long silver. Alright, that's it for today, guys. I will keep you guys updated. I will monitor the situation and I will post any update in the Telegram group. Alright, I will see you there.